So you probably seen this going around, something about the US accelerating research on psychedelics.
President Trump has signed an executive order loosening restrictions on psychedelic drugs.
They're pleased to announce historic reforms to dramatically accelerate access to psychedelic drugs in many.
But when you actually look on the official release from the White House, it's not really about making these drugs legal. It's more about speeding up how they are studied, especially for serious mental health conditions like depression and PTSD. Because right now, substances like Psilocybin, MDMA, even LSD are still classified under Schedule 1, meaning they are tightly controlled and historically very hard to study in clinical setting. So what this move is doing is pushing agency like FDA to reduce barriers to research, basically making it easier to run proper trials, get data faster, and see if this actually works in a medical setting or any certain treatment. And the reason this is even happening is because early studies are already showing something interesting, especially for people who don't respond to standard treatments. Like in depression, most medication work by gradual adjusting neurotransmitter over time. But with psychedelics, the effects seem different. Pharmacologically, a lot of these, especially psilocybin, act on serotonin receptor, particularly 5-HT2A. And instead of just boosting level, they actually change how brain networks communicate, kind of like temporarily loosening rigid pattern of thought. And that's why you will hear terms like neuroplasticity come up, meaning the brain becomes more flexible, more able to reorganize. Now for something like PTSD, especially in veterans, MDMA is being studied in different way. It increased serotonin, dopamine, norepinephrine, but also reduced fear response through the amygdala. So during the therapy, patients are more able to process trauma without being overwhelmed. And this is the key part. This is not being studied as take this go home medication. They are used in controlled environments with trained medical professionals, usually combined with psychotherapy. So it's not the same as recreational use, it's completely different. Now, going back to what's happening policy-wise, this push to accelerate treatments doesn't mean these drugs are suddenly available or approved for everyone. It means the system is starting to move faster in figuring out where they are actually fit. Because before, research was slow, approvals took longer, and access to study this substance was very limited. Now is more like if there will be enough early evidence, let's say not to delay finding out if this can help patients who have very few options left. And that's really the group of patients this is targeting. People with treatment-resistant depression, severe PTSD, or condition where current medication are not enough. Right now, from seeing this substance purely as high-risk drugs to asking in a controlled setting with the right support, can they actually be used as a medicine? And that's where things are heading right now. Not widely accessed, not over the counter, but more of serious checking, looking at how they might fit in a certain treatment, especially for cases that are hardest to manage.